Hi everyone, it's me, Lubna. Today is Saturday, September 7th, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about living an unconventional life. So to illustrate that topic, I wanted to share a poem from this pocketbook of inspirational verse, which again I've shared in many of my previous videos. And the poem that I wanted to share today is one that I'm pretty sure you've heard of because it is a very famous poem, and that is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that aloud to you now. Here it goes. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So that is the poem, and as I said, I'm pretty sure you've heard of The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. And this poem has been used time and time again by many people to illustrate the idea of being different from other people and being unique and being a trailblazer. And while that message might be kind of trite and overused and, ingrained into people's mind over and over again, like you have to be unique and be different from other people, how many of us really follow that advice? From a young age, we are kind of indoctrinated into believing in this vision of what our lives should be and what kind of a path leads to a successful life. And while this well-established path leading to a successful life is tried and true, it's not the only way to be successful and to live a successful or meaningful life. What I'm talking about is the well-established path of first finishing school, like grade school, and then high school, obviously, and graduating, going to college, and then going to a professional school after that, and then getting a job and working that job for the rest of your life in order to save money and make a living, and getting married and having children. And that's just assuming that you pass every step of the way successfully. And recently, I've been having to rethink about what really a conventional life is and whether it's really worth to live a conventional life, regardless of how secure it may be. And as you know, I am a med school dropout. After 3 years of med school, I had to withdraw recently, and after that, I've been thinking about how I want my life to be and how I can use this story to my advantage. And I realized that it's really a special thing when your life is unconventional and not like everyone else's. And it gives you a story to tell and something to build upon and use to inspire other people. And I found myself feeling actually very privileged for the way that my life has turned out and how it's unconventional. And I just look around at all of the other people who are following the conventional pathway, and I feel like we become more enriched when we have been through things, when we have a failure in our lives, when we're not the typical individual, not typical cookie cutter individual. And I wanted to bring up another example. So yesterday I went to the public library here just to study for a little bit, and near the entrance of the library they have a lot of books that are on sale for like $1 or $2, like used books. And I was just browsing through them, and especially through the self-help book section and then the philosophy and old classic literature section, and they had a lot of used books. And I didn't buy anything, but as I was looking through these books, I was thinking about what really makes a book successful and what makes it stand out and what makes these classics so timeless and what makes them last age after age. And in this day and age, it's so easy to publish a book. Like anyone can publish a book through Amazon or whatever and make passive income that way. But what really makes something unique and timeless and really make an impact on a large amount of people? Because one day, maybe soon, I want to publish my own book or books. And I thought that you have to be different. You have to have a unique quality and something that you add through your ideas that nobody has ever thought of before, and something that has not, like a pathway that has not been tread before. Like you see all of the famous historical figures like writers, authors, philosophers, scientists, usually are people who have discovered something, whether an idea or an invention that was not existent before or that nobody knew about before. And like philosophers come up with these different types of explanations for the meaning of life and why things are the way they are and how we can think about our daily lives in a more meaningful way. And each of the famous philosophers had a different, unique idea of how that could be. And in that way, I am striving to be just like that. I am striving to go in my own direction and tread a path that nobody has tread before. I'm proud to say that I am somebody who, has a unique story. I'm a med school dropout. I went to an Ivy League school. I have a master's in public health, and I'm going to a community college now just to take a couple of classes, and then I'm gonna go to nursing school. And I love to make YouTube videos. I love to write. I love art. I love photography. And I'm hoping that this is a unique profile that nobody else in the world has. And in that way, I could contribute a unique gift to the world through what I create and hopefully the books that I write eventually. So with that message, I know it's kind of like all over the place. I'm just talking about the different ways that we can be different from other people, but I hope that by sharing this video, I've inspired you to also take the road not taken and don't try to be like everyone else. And I know that that takes a lot of courage and effort and willpower to believe in yourself and believe that the unique path that you're treading is worth it, because it's very scary when you do that because nobody else has done it before. So I wanted to encourage you to try to take the road not taken in your life as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video today, and I want to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.